Dr. Isao, it's wonderful to see you. Thank you for talking to me today in Abu Dhabi.
I'm very happy to take this interview in this gorgeous golden room.
It is a gorgeous room indeed. Let me start by asking you about your presence in the region, because since 1973, Inpex first set up its oil production and development company and established Jodco. The UAE continues to be a very important part of your business, a focus for your intentions, and you've recently mapped out your strategy for the next 50 years. What would some key highlights of the next 5 decades be?
We are very proud that Inpex marked 50th anniversary this year. And in January this year, Inpex held its corporate board of directors meeting in Abu Dhabi with the presence of His Excellency Dr. Sultan in the meeting. And in that meeting, we declared what we call Inpex UAE commitment, which is basically making it clear our continued focus of our business in Abu Dhabi, in particular on the sustainable energy production and also on the expansion of our clean energy and decarbonization projects looking for the next 50 years. Just to give you a couple of examples, we took advantage of the low carbon nature of the Marban crude that's produced in Abu Dhabi for delivery of first ever carbon neutral jet fuel to All Nippon Airways, which is a Japanese carrier. Also, under the clear direction from ADNOC, we are progressing several hydrogen projects. And as announced last week with the presence of our Prime Minister Kishida, we are starting 2 promising projects, 2 hydrogen projects, taking advantage of competitive hydrogen of Abu Dhabi for producing e-methanol and e-methane, which is clean energy that we used for fuel.
Commercial activities aside, the societal impact is equally important, arguably.
Sure.
How do you make sure that you have a positive social impact here and continue to reinforce those relations on both sides with the UAE and Japan?
Inpex has been blessed with the great relation between the 2 countries, UAE and Japan. We benefited a lot from this close relationship. That's why we feel responsible for enhancing the relationship of the 2 countries. And this year, we started enhancing our social contribution program to UAE under the newly organized Inpex Jodco Foundation. Just to give you a couple of examples, it's basically consisting of 3 pillars: cultural exchange, education of younger talents, and environmental sustainability. And under this initiative, we are starting, for example, exchange of students or exchange of falconers to preserve the traditional culture and the preservation of mangroves along the coast in Abu Dhabi. I believe these social programs will be able to enhance the countries, the relations looking at the next 50 years.
Talk to me about the state of business right now. Since we last met, things have moved on. It's been a busy period. How is business at present? When zooming out, how does that fit within the context of the industry?
We are under the energy transition situation. There are several challenges, but one of the biggest challenges we're having is how we can develop the clean energy business in Abu Dhabi for the supply to Japan. And, it has a huge potential as a part of net zero society, but it's still, difficult because of the, currently there's no clear market yet. And also there's no clear business model because of the cost of the hydrogen. I believe, we need to establish a sustainable supply chain of this hydrogen and ammonia to the consumers, and we believe we require the establishment of win-win market for both producers and consumers, with probably a support of governmental regulation.
Well, let me pick up on that. We're looking forward to seeing you on the ground again in Abu Dhabi this October at ADIPEC. Dialogue is important, yes, but action and next steps equally important. How do we make sure that happens, and what is the action you would like your peers to take in step with you?
Of course, action is important as well as dialogues. I think steady progress of individual projects, both decarbonization, hydrogen, or new market development. All of this is being done by all companies. And we have to have a collective action to bring all the effort together and to accelerate altogether of these efforts.
Lastly, in the year of COP28 being held in the UAE, ADIPEC will rally industries towards a common cause, connecting a wealth of perspectives and approaches, fostering partnerships and collaborations. The expectations are high, the world's eyes are focused on us. What must we see come out of COP?
I think an important challenge that we are facing for COP28 and ADIPEC is that how we can have a shared recognition of the multi-aspect nature of this energy transition issues by all parties. Energy transition cannot happen just by switching off the fossil fuel or without the inclusion of oil and gas industries. Energy transition has to be accompanied by sustainability and the security of energy, as has been continuously mentioned by the leaders of UAE. And I believe COP28 and ADIPEC will be able to foster this opportunity for enhancing the understanding of this complicated nature of the issue and to provide the achievable target for the next decades.
And there we have to leave our conversation, but it's been great to speak with you as always. I'll see you on the ground at ADIPEC.
Thank you very much. I really enjoyed this conversation and I will see you in ADIPEC.